Hello students, how are you? I think you have seen the previous sessions videos on arithmetic progression. I am doing very slowly so that you can understand all the basic concepts very clearly so that you can work out the remaining sums in the exercise. Many a times it is not possible to work out all the sums that is given in the text exercise in the textbook. So, because of the time constraint, so the similar questions which are all similar to the questions sums which I have done, I am leaving you to work out. Okay, you work out, and if you have any doubts in that, you just call me and clarify the doubts. Okay. Okay, children. Now let us move on to the next session or next part. Yesterday, where we have left out, so from there only I am continuing. That is, the next question I am taking here, exercise number 1.1, fourth main, fifth question I have taken here. So the question, I will read the question once again. So, which of the following are APs? If they form an AP, find the common difference and write three more terms of the arithmetic progression. Understood, children? So, here the given terms are 3, 3 plus root 2, 3 plus 2 root 2, 3 plus 3 root 2. Look at this, children. Here A1 is 3, A2 is 3 plus root 2, A3 is 3 plus 2 root 2, A4 is 3 plus 3 root 3. So, we have to find out the common difference among the terms, whether it is same or not. So, first I will check the terms between the first two terms. A2 minus A1, that is A2 is equal to 3 plus root 2 minus A1 is 3. If you subtract these two, that is plus 3 and minus 3, they get cancelled. What remains? It is root 2. So, that is nothing but the common difference D. Next, come to the second two terms. So, A3 minus A2, that is equal to A3 is 3 plus 2 root 2 minus, in the formula, you must be very careful in such cases, because if you write just minus without writing the bracket, you will have minus 3 plus root 2. That is really a mistake. That is what. Whenever you are using binomial terms, you put a bracket. Okay. So, now open the bracket now. So, 3 plus 2 root 2, you have to multiply both the terms which are in the bracket by minus sign. Minus 3 plus into plus is minus root 2. What happens here? It is plus 3 and minus 3, they get cancelled. What remains here? Plus 2 root 2 minus root 2. Out of 2 root 2's, if I take away 1 root 2, how much remains? It is just like this. There are 2a minus a. So, if you take away 1a from 2a, how many a's remains? That is 1a. So, in the same manner you have to write here. That is D here. Now, look at this. In the first case, the D is root 2. In the second, D is also root 2. So, from these two examples, we come to a conclusion that A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2 is equal to D is how much? Root 2. So, from this, since the common difference between the consecutive terms are equal, therefore, the given terms are in AP. Understood, children? Okay. If that is the case, what is the next question here? We have to find out the next three terms. The next three terms, how to find out? The fourth term they have given, the fifth term. Fifth term, so you have to find, how do you find out the consecutive terms or the succeeding terms? By adding common difference, isn't it? A5 is equal to A4 plus D. If you add common difference to the previous term, you will get the next term. 3 plus 3 root 2 plus root 2. It is A4 term and this is common difference. So here what happens? 3 is a whole number, keep it as such. Here it is. How many root 2's are there? 3 root 2. Here it is 1 root 2. Together it makes 4 root 2. It is just like this. That is 3a plus a. Then how many a's are there here? 4a. Like this here also. It is 4 root 2. Next, a6 is equal to a5 plus d is equal to 3 plus 4 root 2. It is a term. Which term? Fifth term plus common difference. That gives 3 plus 5 root 2. Next, a7 is equal to a6 plus d is equal to 3 plus 5 root 2 plus the common difference d. So, together it makes 3 plus 6 root 2. Therefore, the next three terms are are 3 plus 4 root 2, comma 3 plus 5 root 2, comma 3 plus 6 root 2. Understood, children? Children, we shall move on to the next sum. That is, I have taken the 12th sum here. It is a little bit different compared to the previous one. Already you have learned irrational numbers in the last year, in the 9th standard, isn't it? So, in that the irrationals are classified into surds and simply an irrational number, isn't it? What do you mean by a surd? Surd is an irrational root of a rational number. So, surds can be rationalized. Clear, children? Already you have seen in the 9th standard. Okay. In this sum, you just say the terms are given in the form of rational numbers. Root 2, 8 root 2, root 2, root 8, root 18, root 32. So, as such it is not possible to do, children. For that we have to simplify these surds. Here a1 is nothing but root 2, keep it as such, it is in the simplest form. But a2 is equal to root 8. The root 8 can be simplified into square root of 4 into 2. Because the square root of 4 is 2, we can take it outside. The square root of 4 is 2 into, we don't know the square root of, value of square root of 2, keep it as such. Next, a3, what is given here, root 18, that is equal to, this can be 18 can be written as square root of 9 into 2. The square root of 9 value we know that is 3, we don't know the square root of 2, keep it as such. So, root 18 can be written as 3 root 2. Okay. Similarly, a4 what is given here, root 32. Root 32 can be written as root of 16 into 2. You know the value of root of 16, that is 4. We don't know the root of 2, keep it as such. So, therefore, root 32 can be written as root of 4 root 2. Root 32 can be written as 4 root 2. So, I am replacing these surds in their simplest form. So, now we have root 2, 2 root 2, 3 root 2, 4 root 2. Now, it is very easy for you to find out the common difference. Now, To find out the common difference between the first two terms, a2 minus a1 is equal to root 8 minus root 2. Root 8 is nothing but 2 root 2 minus root 2. If you take away 1 root 2 out of 2 root 2, you will have 1 root 2. Similarly, a3 minus a2 is equal to a3 is root 18 minus a2 is root 8. So, square root of 18 can be written as 3 root 2 minus square root of 8 can be written as 2 root 2. So, out of 3 root 2's, if you take away 2 root 2, how many root 2's are remains? That is root 2. That is equal to the common difference D. You see, in the first case and in the second case, in both the cases, the common difference is same, that is root 2. So, by comparing these two, we can come to a conclusion that a2 minus a1 is equal to a3 minus a2 is equal to D. That is equal to what? Root 2. So, therefore, the given terms are in AP. Then we have to find out the next 3 terms. How to find out? Look here. A5 is equal to A4 plus D. A4 is what? It is root 32. What is common difference? D. If you add this, you will get the next term. But as such, it is not possible. So, I have written the simplest form of square root of 32. The simplest form of square root of 32 is 4 root 2 plus root 2. How many root 2's are there? 4 plus 1, 5 root 2. After that, you have to write it in the pure surd form. For that, you have to take this 5 which is outside the root inside the root. Whenever you are taking inside the root, you have to multiply with the same number. Means you have to write the square of that number whenever you are writing inside the root. That means 5 square is equal to 25. That means it becomes square root of 25 into 2. Square root of 25 into 2 is nothing but square root of 50. This is nothing but what? The 5th term. Now come to the 6th term. Here the 6th term is equal to A5 plus D, that is equal to, which is the 5th term I am taking here. So 5 root 2 plus root 2. So it becomes 6 root 2. If you take this 6 inside the root, you have to write the square of 6. That is square of 6 is 36 into 2, then it is square root of 72. Isn't it, children? Next, A7 is equal to A6 plus D. That is A6 is nothing but what? 6 root 2 plus common difference root 2. If you add these two, it becomes 7 root 2. That is equal to, when you take this 7 inside the root, you have to write this square root, square of 7. That is square of 7 is 49 into 2. That is equal to 49 into 2 is equal to 98. Therefore, the next 3 terms of this arithmetic progression are 50, square root of 15, square root of 72, square root of 98. Children, we shall move on to the next question, that is the 15th question I am taking here. The terms are given like this: 1 square, comma 5 square, comma 7 square, comma 73. A1 is 1 square, A2 is 5 square, A3 is 7 square, A4 is 73. Let us find out the difference. That is, A2 minus A1 is equal to 5 square minus 1 square, that is 25 minus 1 is equal to 24. That is equal to D. Next, A3 minus A2 is equal to 7 square minus 5 square, that is 7 square means 49, 5 square is 25. If we subtract this, you will get 24, that is D. Next, A4 minus A3 is equal to, A4 is 73, A3 is equal to 7 square. That is 73 minus 49 is equal to 24. that is D. So, from all the three examples, we come to a conclusion that A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2 is equal to A4 minus A3 is equal to D is equal to 24. Common difference same. Therefore, the given terms, that is 1 square, 5 square, 7 square and 73 are in AP. If that is the case, the next three terms, that is A5 is equal to A4 plus D, that is A4 is 73 plus D is equal to 24. Therefore, sum of these two is equal to 97. A6 equals A5 plus D equals 97 plus 24 equals 121. A7 equals A6 plus D is equal to A6 is 121 plus common difference 24 equals 145. Therefore, the next three terms are 97, 121 and 145. Understood? Children, we shall move on to the next exercise, exercise number 1.2. So, already you have learnt the formula, the nth term of an arithmetic progression. Using that formula, we have to work out the sums in that exercise, that too especially the first main. In the first main, what they have given, first sum in the exercise in my 1.2, they have given the fill in the blanks. That fill in the blanks you have to fill with appropriate numbers. For that you have to work out. You go through that, page number 13, you can see that they have given A is equal to 7, D equals 3, N equals 8. They ask to find out, you have to fill the box AN. So, for that you have to use the formula AN equals A plus N minus 1 into D. It is a formula to calculate nth term of an arithmetic progression. That is A equals 7 plus N is equal to 8 minus 1 into D is 3. That is equal to 7 plus 7 into 3, that is equal to 7 plus 21, that is A8. A8 is equal to 28. Understood, children? And then second sum in that, let us see what they have given here. A is equal to minus 18, D we have to fill that place, N equals 10 and AN is equal to 0. So, to find out D, once again you have to use the same formula, that is nth term of an arithmetic progression, AN equals A plus N minus 1 into D, that is AN they have given, it is 0. Nth term of an arithmetic progression is 0, is equal to A is equal to minus 18 plus N is number of terms are 10 minus 1 into D is the question mark, isn't it, children? So, what can we do here? You send this minus 18 to the left side of equals, minus 18 becomes plus 18 is equal to, here it is 10 minus 1 is 9D. So, we can also write this in the reverse order, that is 9D is equal to 18. Therefore, D is equal to 18 divided by 9. Then what it becomes, children? 9 ones are, 9 twos are. Therefore, D is equal to 2. Understood, children? What is given there? There A is equal to question mark, D equals minus 3, n equals 18 and an equals minus 5. So, a equals question mark that you have to calculate, d equals minus 3, n is equal to 18 and an is minus 5, that is the nth term is minus 5. How do you calculate, children? Once again you have to use the formula an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, that is an is equal to minus 5 equals a that we have to calculate plus number of terms is 18 minus 1 into d is equal to minus 3. You must be very careful whenever minus comes. Okay, it is minus 5 is equal to a plus 17 into minus 3, that is minus 5 equals a plus into minus is minus. What is 17 threes are? 17 threes are 51. So, you send this 51 to the left side of equals, then what it becomes? Minus 5 plus 51 is equal to a. So, therefore, subtract minus 5 from plus 51. What you will get? A equals how much? 46. The first term is 46. So, the next question is, children, the fourth fill in the blanks that you have to find out n. Number of terms you have to calculate. What they are given? First term a equals minus 18.9, common difference is 2.5 and nth term is 3.6. Once again you have to use the same formula, an equals a plus n minus 1 into d, that is 3.6 is equal to a is minus 18.9 plus n that we have to calculate minus 1 into it is 2.5. Okay. Yes. You bring this to this side, then what it becomes? That is 3.6 plus minus 18.9 becomes plus 18.9 equals multiply 2.5 with n and 2.5 with 1. What you will have? That is equal to 2.5 n minus 2.5. So, if you add these two, what you will get? Tell me what you will get. Tell me what we will get. 3.6 plus 18.5 together it makes, it is 29 plus 6 is equal to 5, 9 plus 6 is 15, 15, 5, 1 carry, it is 3 plus 9 is equal to 12, 1 carry, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, 22.5 is equal to 2.5 n minus 2.5. This 2.5 you bring it to left side, children. What you will become? What it becomes? 22.5 plus 2.5 is equal to 2.5 n. If you add these two, it becomes 25 is equal to 2.5 n. That is n equals 25 divided by 2.5. So, that is 2.5 ones are 2.5 tens are. Therefore, n equals 10. Like this, the remaining one you only work out, children. Okay. The remaining part of this exercise I am going to take in the next session. Okay, children, try to work out the remaining sums and